Here's something funny. Dark chocolate. And then you have dark chocolate thins. But this one is 7.75 ounces. And your thins, they just make it less, 6.9 ounces. And the same price. It's the same price. Let's see. This one's $5.09 and this one is $5.09. Do the math. So let's look at the math on what Pepperidge Farm did between their regular cookies and their thin and crispy. They went from 7.75 ounces to 6.9 ounces. Same price, same size packaging. So let's see what they did. They took a percentage off this, and that's what we're going to find out. They went from this 7.75 and they took a percentage, which I'm going to call X, of this 7.75 to get you 6.9 ounces. That's what they did. They're taking away a certain amount of this 7.75. So let's solve this. So a regular first degree algebraic equation, I'm just going to take away this 7.75 from both sides. As you know, this cancels. This becomes negative 7.75x equals, and this is negative 0.85. Now what I do is divide both sides by negative 7.75. That's positive. I take out my calculator and it's 0.109. Now remember, we want to make this into a percentage. So that's 10.9%. So for simplicity, let's just make it 11%. So let's see what that 11% reduction is. Pretend that the cookies were in this shape. So the entire weight, 100% of the weight of the cookies is in this shape. Pretend like the dough is flattened. Okay, well, what Pepperidge Farm did is they removed 11% of it. So they removed 11 of these squares. They removed, right? And they hoped that you wouldn't notice that we took all this out of the package because they made the package the same size as when it was 100% of the cookies. That's deceitful. That's sneaky. And then they rebranded it as thin and crispy. So they made the cookies thin and crispy, took out 11% of the weight. So the only thing thin is your wallet. And they hope that the crispy is your mathematics. And look how sneaky. These used to be 8 ounces or half a pound. So Pepperidge Farm took off a quarter of an ounce to make it 7.75 ounces, but they kept the package the same size so you wouldn't notice. Deceitful.